Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, I'm KingNido and today we're coming in from Medali City where the flying type Aethers are still looking to get their season on track, and to do so they're gonna have to take down the Legendaries Flare, who are currently sitting in 3rd place on the leaderboard, and they want to try and move up into a top 2 position. So with that said, let us know in the comments below who you think is going to win this matchup. Will it be the flying types? Will it be the fire types? Let's go! That is right, the Legendaries Flare currently sitting in 3rd place. They've only lost one game this season as they start out with Hisuian, Arcanine, and Magmortar. It will be Dragonite and Gyarados starting out for the Medali Aethers, and Arcanine with that Intimidate ability is going to lower that physical attack of both Dragonite and Gyarados, and it's followed up with the Dragon Darts from Arcanine, connecting with both flying types there to start off this matchup, and Magmortar follows it up with the Nightshade. They seem to be focusing in on Gyarados here. They do not want to have to deal with that Moxie ability, but it responds with the Waterfall. That's super effective, putting Magmortar into knockout range. Dragonite could finish it off. He goes with the Astonish, and already they have taken Magmortar out of this matchup, but that Flame Body ability does get activated before Magmortar leaves the field. This is going to leave Dragonite with that burn. It's going to cut into that physical attack after already being cut into with that Intimidate, and it is base 134 as it is also suffering from that burn, and out comes Charizard for the Legendaries Flare, immediately going with the Wave Crash. This will be resisted no matter who it connects with. It does still land a good connection though onto Dragonite there, even with the recoil damage on Charizard. Arcanine is going to follow it up with the Roar, so they're actually going to send Gyarados back to the bench. They do not want to deal with the part Water type right now, and out in its place is Mandibuzz being dragged out onto the field as Dragonite is going to go with the Hyper Voice, connecting with both Arcanine and Charizard. It's not very effective there on Arcanine as that burn continues to do damage to Dragonite, and Charizard is going to go with the No Retreat nice and early. It's going to go for that Omni Boost, boosting all of those stats, that physical attack and defense, the special attack and defense, and its speed. It's already the quickest on the field though, so that doesn't really matter, but still boosting all of its other stats, as well as it can no longer retreat. Arcanine is going to go with the Fire Punch as well onto Dragonite. Not very effective, but they are getting good damage here onto Dragonite, who responds with the Poltergeist. And it is attacking Arcanine with that Leopard Berry, doing very little damage, and Mandibuzz follows it up with the Rock Polish here on the field, so it is going to give itself a really good speed boost as Dragonite is almost put into knockout range by that burn, and Mandibuzz is now the quickest on the field, going with the Frost Breath. This is going to be resisted here by Arcanine, doing very little damage there to that Fiery Rock Pupper, but it even got the critical hit, not that you would think so, and Charizard is going to go for the Liquidation. Can it take down Dragonite? No, it's able to hold on barely. Arcanine could finish it off here, going with the Petal Dance, and this will take Dragonite out with that not very effective move. The first elimination for the Flare as Gyarados comes back out onto the field, and Mandibuzz is going to go for the Moonlight, but it's already at full strength, so that is going to fail, and this opens the door for Charizard to try and capitalize, going with the Earth Power, but the Flying types are immune to ground type attacks, so that will not work. It should know better because Charizard is part Flying type, and that Petal Dance continues from Arcanine onto Mandibuzz, but unfortunately it is going to become confused due to the fatigue, and Gyarados with the Explosion. And Gyarados is going to take itself out of the matchup, not actually taking out anyone else with it, but it does put everybody into knockout range. Everyone is an easy target right now. It is also going to lower that defense of Mandibuzz, giving it another speed boost. It's already the quickest on the field, and out comes Braviary in its Unovian form. Mandibuzz is going to go for the Mud Shot here on the Arcanine. Super effective, takes Arcanine out of this matchup, immediately leveling the playing field. That's how the Aethers needed to respond, but Charizard could capitalize, going with the Zap Cannon, but it's going to be avoided by Mandibuzz. Braviary could finish off Charizard here, going with the Will-O-Wisp, but it doesn't affect Charizard. A missed opportunity as out comes Cinderace for the Legendaries Flare, and Mandibuzz is going to go with the Hyper Beam onto Cinderace. Gets a great connection, but it could have gone for Charizard and finished off, who is going to go for the Fusion Flare. And this time it's not going to miss. Mandibuzz taking it out of this matchup, putting the Legendaries Flare back in front, and it's followed up by the Clanging Scales from Cinderace. Gets a good connection on Braviary, but is going to lower that physical defense of Cinderace And Braviary is going to go for the throat chop, capitalizing and taking Cinderace out of this matchup, immediately leveling the playing field. Yet again, it is going to be Typhlosion in Strotonian form coming out for the flare. It's Honchkrow coming out for the Medallia Aethys. Charizard with the rest. Very clever play. It was such an easy target, and now it's going to get itself back to full strength. However, it is also going to put itself to sleep in the process, so whilst it is healing up, Typhlosion has to do all the work going for the Grass Knot onto Braviary. It does resist that, still gets some okay damage though, as Braviary is going to respond with the Corrosive Gas. This is going to corrode away everybody's Leopard Berry, because every Pokemon, again, always in the PokeType League, does hold on to a Leopard Berry here to restore their PP. Honchkrow is going to go for the Poison Sting onto that sleeping Charizard. It's not going to leave it with the poison, it's already fast asleep here on the field, still recovering. Typhlosion is going to go for the Gust here onto Honchkrow, trying to do its part. Braviary though with the Accelerock, super effective there onto Charizard. Honchkrow with the opportunity to follow it up is going to go for the Revelation Dance, but it is going to go for Typhlosion instead. Gets a fantastic connection as well, and Charizard is still asleep. Impressively though, it's still flying in the air, as Typhlosion is going to go for the Aqua Cutter onto Braviary. Gets a great connection, but Braviary is going to go with the Magic Room, not going on the offensive. Instead, it is going to make it so everybody's held items lose their effects, but we've already had them corroded away. Honchkrow with the present to the sleeping Charizard is going to get some damage in, but Charizard has awoken. Was that the real present? Charizard is going to go for the Fire Lash, and it eliminates Braviary from this matchup, putting the flare back in front. Typhlosion follows it up with the Reflect. It is going to make the Leverage Flare stronger against physical type moves, as Honchkrow is going to go for the attack order onto Charizard. Not very effective, does put it back into knockout range, even with that critical hit, as out comes Gliscor for the Medallia Aethys. Charizard is going to go with the Tailwind, so that wind will begin to blow from behind the Leverage Flare, ensuring that they do keep that speed control. Typhlosion with the Infestation here onto Honchkrow with that chilling noise. It has become afflicted with that Infestation, but Gliscor is going to go with the Fury Cutter on to Typhlosion. Very little damage being done, as Honchkrow is going to go for the Dragon Dance. We saw this at the very start of the matchup, and it will take Charizard out of this matchup. They had to do double the work to get rid of Charizard, as well as that Moxie ability only gets activated though after it's landed that hit on to Typhlosion. It's now 2 versus 2 matchup, as Pyro is the last Pokemon for the Leverage Flare, and immediately it's going to go for the Volt Tackle. But it goes for Gliscor, who's part ground type, so it is immune to that electric typing, but the triple arrows are going to connect with Gliscor. Not very effective there from Typhlosion, however it does lower that physical defense of Gliscor, who is going to respond with the Weather Ball. It does have 125 base physical defense as well, and that will put Typhlosion into knockout range. Honchkrow could capitalize. It goes with the Vacuum Wave instead, going for Pyro. It is super effective thanks to that part normal typing, and there is that Infestation still doing that chilling damage to Honchkrow. Pyro looking to capitalize, goes with the Sing, but it's going to be avoided here. Typhlosion, though, looking to do its part, is going to go with the conversion. It's actually going to change its typing, and it is going to become the normal type. So we still have Pyro and Typhlosion with matching types, as Gliscor with the Power Trip. Very little damage there being under Pyro. Honchkrow is going to go for the skill swap here, focusing in on Typhlosion, which means it's going to give away its Moxie ability to Typhlosion. It does not want Typhlosion to get an elimination, because then it will get the boosted attack, and there is that Infestation still just doing that damage to Honchkrow. As the Magic Room does wear off, Pyro is going to go for the Sticky Web, setting up the Entry Hazard. Not that that would have worked regardless, because the flying types would have been flying above that, not landing on the ground. Typhlosion is going to go for the Seed Bomb onto Gliscor. Gets a good connection, as Gliscor is going to respond with the Swords Dance. It is going to boost its physical attack here. Here is Honchkrow going with the Headbutt, trying to take Typhlosion out, and it is successful. The Medallia Aethys have just taken the lead with this 2-1 advantage. However, Pyro does still have the speed control, as the Reflect does wear off for Pyro, and its Tailwind has petered out, but again, still with the speed control, goes with the Leer. It's going to lower those physical defenses of both Gliscor and Honchkrow, trying to make them easier to take down, but it needs to go on the offensive, as Gliscor is going to go for the upper hand, and even though the Medallia Aethys do have the current upper hand, that move will fail. Honchkrow with the Will-O-Wisp, yet again that will not work on the fire types, and this allows Pyro to try and capitalize with the Mighty Cleave. and it gets the super effective elimination of Honchkrow. It's down to Glasgow versus Pyro. Glasgow is going to go for the last respects, but that doesn't affect Pyro, and yet again this opens the door for Pyro to try and capitalize, setting up the rain dance over the field. I'm not sure if either of these Pokemon particularly want to be in the rain though, as Glasgow is going to go for the Super Fang, is going to halve the remaining health of Pyro. Pyro responds with the rollout, very clever. This will get stronger with every connection, but Glasgow does respond with the Stone Edge, and that is super effective, and the Medalliators have gotten the victory over the Lava Ridge Flare. This is the type of battle that we expect from the Medalliators. Where has this been? They have taken down the Flare in an impressive back and forth matchup, and this will move them into the Leaders 8 as the Flare will stay sitting in third place, and next round the Flare will be going up against the Furbank Plasma. I cannot wait for that, whereas the Aethers will be going up against the Eterna Devons, but until then, Nidorinos. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field, and if you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I'll see you when you see me.